Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. In the last video, I started bringing folks into the underground and promptly killed a bunch of them. Whoops. So the problem was that when they came down through the elevator, they were deciding, oh, I'm just going to run all the way to this. We've got some milestones, so let's go ahead and celebrate some fireworks. But I'm also running a power deficit right now, so there's a lot of moving parts that need to be addressed this video, one of which is the lack of materials up here. Storage space is full. Oh, wow. Okay, we need to go down and order up one. There's an asteroid. We're going to go to Horgalis. Take no drones with me. Take some of those with me. I can take 3 polymer. No fuel, actually, because we can actually come back with what we need on that. And that, it's more just going to be to resupply what we have on that asteroid. Probably need to turn off that trade route if I'm brutally honest. And then let's get our artificial sun built up. That area is not flat. See? It says not flat. Gonna clear this out. Gonna kill my soil quality, which is fine. I'll live with it. I will point out also, up here by my second elevator entrance, it looks like there's no, it looks like there was supposed to be a concrete deposit here and just never got coated in like over here. Got plenty of concrete though. Emerald 1 is already arrived at Hourglass. And we're going to prioritize the 240 exotics that we have here. Thankfully, with the artificial muscles and the ancient artifact interface, these drones are going to carry 3 at a time. This guy's going to load up quick. Right at the payload, coming back. Yeah. We're just going to get 187. We'll let that load for a minute. And start working on the artificial sun in the meantime. I'm going to put it kind of like right here, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And surrounding it, I'm going to put down 4 scrubbers. Actually, is it 2 scrubbers I usually do for this guy? It's 3. It's 3 scrubbers I usually do. Actually, I think I usually do 4, but I'm going to try getting away with 3 this time. And also putting down an absurd number of solar panels too. I'm gonna do the small guys just because I can paint them in a little easier. Alright, now that I've got all the mini solar panels in, let's see if I can paint in all of the big solar panels, which is always a problem for me. Behavioral melding was researched during that little fast forward that I did on that. Because let's be honest, did you want to spend the entire video looking at me doing that? We know the answer is no, folks. We all know. Okay, yeah. This is, no matter how I do it, there's always one little spot where I can't hook it in. That's totally fine. Right, this is going to take a bunch of materials, obviously, because it's an artificial sun. Go ahead, we'll prioritize all of these ones. A lot of the materials are being brought over here, which is totally fine. They'll just run it over, and in fact, we'll just jump out another 15 drones to just push this project along that much faster. Looking over here, I do have now another micro dome, and this one is really just going to be a holding tank for folks. Like, there shouldn't be anything going on in this dome. Actually, no, I can do research in this dome. I can drop a Hawking Astute down here just for shits. Alright, cancel that. Smart apartment. I'm going here. Medical. Like diner. Small grocer. Amphitheater. Probably get a small... there's not a lot of service comfort in here. Do an art store in this one, too. I could bring some folks down here. There's definitely a balancing act that has to be accommodated when doing this. So it's just got to make sure that I've got mainly food coming down here. Let's do the big drop. So it's going to take a bunch of stuff. It's going to unlock some new technology for me. So upgrade cost. Immediately hit an active work shift. Lovely. 25 metal, 25 polymer, electronics, rare metals, waste rock, exotics, and fuel. I got everything except... Yeah, I actually got all of it. Sweetness. All right, we're going upstairs.
Resources are low.
We're ripping through my polymers right now because this requires 300 polymer to bring online. So let's go ahead and offer that. And while that's being offered, let's run to the space elevator and grab a shitload of polymers here too. There we go. Atmosphere still thickening up. We're at 8% on that front. And we're going to zoom. We're going to bring this guy out to about here. Europe's going to offer me 70. I'll take him. There we go.
Resources
I'm going to increase that to 40 and also increase the number of drones that I need to build. Make another 100 drones. I can send those very easily downstairs too, so keep that in mind also. Back up at Hourglass. I know it's not the name of it, but I'm going to call it that anyway. Alright, return to Mars, please. With what you got. Oh. Right. Refuel the rocket, please. I had thumbs down on the fuel because I brought some up to another colony. It looks like the fuel is going to be coming from up here. Yeah, because I've actually got fuel available there. And how much water am I actually rolling with? Full. Okay, perfect. There's a water extractor deposit here. It's not really doing much. It's depleted. But nano refinement, thank you. Do I have to, Interesting. It does not want me to fuel up. Did I make a mistake? It says refueling. 33 of 35. I may have made a critical error here. You have fuel. Let's do that. Okay. You'll switch that. Okay, warning, not enough fuel. That's okay. Somebody took fuel on board. Oh my god, did I seriously just break this thing? Okay, I think I actually have to bring up like another rocket just to redo this, because I think I really screwed the pooch here. Rocket will come down up here. Alright, back to Mars. Also, I've lost all my music. Let's see what's going on with that real fast.
Funding received. Resources are low.
Okay, visit Hourglass. None of this. Just this is just gonna be a resupply run. Okay, once we get the 50 fuel, I just don't know why it's doing that. Let's go ahead and capture ice asteroids too. It's gonna cost me 100 fuel, but give me 5% water. on that. And yeah, I've lost all my radio. Let me see if I can fix... I'm going to fix the radio real quick. Yeah, for some reason, Revelation Radio wasn't working, so I switched over to Quantum Sonics. I'm not sure why I was doing that, but alright. Alright. Got our scrubbers going. Make sure our scrubbers are going to be covering each other. That one's going to go full radius. That one has to. Okay, they're all at full radius. Perfect.
Research complete.
Right. Crawls has arrived. Right, I'm going to dust this guy to hell, but we got to make sure this thing's working. Oh, wait, are you now ready to go? Now you... Oh, my God, seriously? A load of rare metals, I guess. Just bring them on back. I don't know why it did that. Also, if you're doing what I'm doing right now and just sitting for a long time, go ahead and stretch. Waiting on the last 10 polymers for the artificial sun. We've got 7,800 water in storage. It's going to be enough to operate this guy. Emerald 1 has arrived. Yay. I had a feeling like as soon as I decided like, okay, let's do this. Let's, you know, unconfigure this thing. I had a feeling it would be very quickly fix itself, but that just seems to be my lot in life with this game, it seems, some days. Alright, let's go ahead, do that. Domeless farming is going to be the open farm and break my food supplies. Underground psych studies, we're going to need that because we got folks down there. What do I want to do next? I guess some core deposits. Hey, lake vaporators. Oh shit. This was okay. Lake vaporators, that's another, I think it's a game breaker. Let's run downstairs because that was
discovered.
The big drop. Using a variety of resources provided, the goal of the experiment, the payload, we unlocked a random breakthrough tech, and lake vaporators is a massive, massive one that I absolutely love. Gonna go ahead and do that. I don't have enough fuel for this yet. This dome I think is just like completely offline because it's like, oh, we don't need anybody down here for this. Let's see, Hawking Institute, we need 1, 2. What is per shift? 8, 16. Okay. Let's bring down another. Let's request another 20 colonists. Okay. So it's going to request another 8. Actually, I should have requested some medics here. But hey, these folks will hopefully, you know, go to the correct place and not... There you go. Go right inside. What? I have kids in here. Get out. Go back upstairs. Okay, they're just taking him to another dome. Oh, yeah. I don't need to be educating kids down here. Well, then again, I mean, I'm going to be allowing births down here. I probably should have schooling for them. I mean, it's not going to be helpful in the long run because it's taking up a ton of freaking real estate that I don't want to be using. And also, I got to now build a playground for them. You can understand my frustration here. So we've got most of the materials we need. The fuel is going to be the kicker because I not allow fuel at this site.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
All right. Artificial sun almost being built. Oh, thank God I didn't miss this. I love the artificial sun. It is a great way to pretty much guarantee unlimited power. So we're going to be taking a ton of water. Wow. Interesting, it's not like saying, hey, we're taking a bunch of water off this. But there's no notification of draw. As long as they continue to scrub this thing, it'll never need maintenance. Neither will any of these things, which, hey, by the way, improve photovoltaics. This is why we need those extra rockets to be bringing that stuff down here, because we're going to be using them. Alright, 700 water. And just keep an eye on this number over here. There we go. Now all of the solar panels are pointing inward, and we're producing extra 1300 power. Now down here, I believe I have some solar panels still set up. So I'm actually going to shut you guys down. I'm going to refab them. Because I don't need to destroy them per se, I just need to, pack them up. Oh wow, got a bunch over here too. And I don't want to spend the improved photovoltaics upgrade on panels that aren't going to be operating 24/7. They're 25/7. However, I do see some opportunities to put down some extra power storage where these are being pulled from. So let's go ahead and drop some atomic accumulators down. Guys, we've got all this excess power. Might as well put it to use. There we go. I don't see any over here. Yeah, I tried to keep my power in the early days of the colony along that line. Now let's go ahead and visit asteroid. We're going to send it to Khufu. No drones. Make that 12, 13. Enough fuel to get you there and back. There we go. Now, Hourglass has a bunch of materials. I will actually just kind of leave with this. Yeah, we'll lose those 15 fuel. That's totally fine. I think it just ended up getting dropped here anyway. And this guy got dusted again. Sorry.
Resources
Running into the
low.
underground. Had a Mars quake. I can't see where it did anything that would impact me. Do you like the idea of actually building now that I've got this thing done up? I'm gonna start doing little missions and also building more light tripods, slapping these guys down wherever I can. I have an infirmary that's not operational because I have no workers for it. Whoops. Wait, how did I mess that up? Okay. Later. Alright, we're at Khufu. Plug and play on that guy. Come back because... Yep. Crawls has arrived here.
This is Quantum Sonics. I'm Joy Garemican, your choice for a radio host.
Alright. And before I let this go much further, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the improved photovoltaics on all of my panels. Hopefully that'll allow the diversion of some of the exotics up to here. Gonna do my quasi-future skin here on this one. Gonna need to put down some more support structures here. Gonna need an MU, a big SKU, and a nursery. And I'm probably gonna have to record the rest of this video here in a little bit. I see my co-pilot is up. She is rolling around, and oh, is she yawning? I think she wants to start her day. So I will put a mini cut in the video here and come back, record the last, it looks like 10 minutes or so. But we're getting people able to move up here. And then that way now we can begin to support this. And I think tomorrow is going to be the day that I'm bringing up a bunch of tourists. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, my Terra Tourism is going to be the next one. The lake vaporators, self-sufficient, no longer need to be supplied with water. I can slap down lakes anywhere I wish, which is going to be many places. That's the big thing too. I don't have to worry about producing this water. This setup is no longer going to be needed really for any of that stuff. I'll probably put a couple of lakes over here just to put it. Metzli BL14 is a B-type asteroid. It is picking up something else, and my co-pilot just rolled over back to sleep. So, all right, we're good on that front. Metzel. Ooh. 313 exotics. I think we're going. All right, let's make sure I've got the materials for it. So we're going to go back to yield space elevator. I want to say there were 5 deposits. Okay, prefabs. Hang on. Whoa. What did that? Okay, she's turning again. There's water up here too, so I can make my own stuff. All right. Last half of the video, I will go ahead and send a crew up to Metzel or Metzli and figure out what's going on with that. Back in a few, folks. We'll go ahead and slap down another fuel depot down here, just because these ones are all full up. I want to make sure that I've got plenty of materials going on there.
Resources are low.
We are low on machine parts up here. Okay. Still got a little bit of metal. Did this rocket not bring stuff back?
Research
fuel.
complete.
Lake vaporators are done, which means, like I mentioned earlier, lake pump self-sufficient, no longer requiring water to be done. So let's go ahead and slap down a couple of lakes before I wrap up the video. I'm thinking this little lake right here would be kind of nice. And the lakes actually aren't going to start working for me until I get, I think we have 25% water. Turn that off. Oh, capture ice asteroids is done. So we increased already by 5% on the water. And if I go down here, we're now getting a plus 5% boost on terraforming. So always good things doing that too. We got our first lake here, and these lakes obviously do different amounts. So it's 0.05% per soul. This is 0.1%. So I can honestly just slap down a bunch of lakes right here. Actually, kind of like, actually no. Let's go with the big McLarge huge lake here. Guess I can't. All right, Crux is arriving. Right, Crux did the Ice Asteroids mission. I'm actually do quite a bit of that. I'm gonna pass on that. Just going to make this a regular landing pad for the moment. This one is still broken, so I'm just going to leave it there like that. And I can do... well, no other missions really coming up for me. Steady Satellite's kind of a waste at this point. Greenhouse gases doesn't do much for me at this point. Also costs me a bunch of money. So just going to kind of leave it there for the moment. Back into research. Terra Tourism. This is what's going to be going into effect for tomorrow. 100 tourist applicants. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we've got all of the upgrades done for cabin size. Gonna get rejuvenation treatment done up also. I'll do Martian-born resilience too. Get those all queued up. We're going to run back downstairs for the end of the video, naturally. This dome just looks like we don't have a lot of people in here. But we have a lot of scientists in here, I think. I'm going to do that. Try to encourage folks to live and work here. Over here in this dome.
Funding received.
Not gonna lie, I probably could benefit from just putting an arcology down here, but I do think like a medical center here wouldn't be a terrible idea. Oh wait, kind of a moot point anyway. Can't build those down here. That works. All right, so working now on experiment 2. This is critical mass. We need another 100 fuel. I think I'm just gonna request to have 100 fuel down here at all times. We can do that via the elevator.
Quantum Sonics.
Also seeing that we are pretty much out of waste rock. Or not waste rock, rare metals. Perfect. I'll go ahead and leave this guy here. Return to Mars with what you got. I'll take off that one extra rare metal and just coming back with that.
Resources are low.
And yeah, low on polymers still. Looks like we're going to need to order up another load from Yield Space Elevator. Oh, wait, hang on. I'll do that and also turn around and get a load of seeds too. Because we actually need this for vegetation, and I don't have enough to do that just yet. I have 48 here. Okay. I'm probably going to need to send a resupply rocket up here, probably with like 15, probably like 20 polymers and machine parts. Maybe some metals. Yeah, probably 20 metals also for that.
We have a delivery on the space elevator. We have a delivery on the space elevator.
Okay, let's actually queue that up too while we're here. Oh wait, hang on. Cancel, go to Hourglass. Wait a minute. No, we weren't going to Hourglass first. We were talking about going to Metzli. It's been a few hours since I recorded the first half of the video, so bear with me as I go through this. I need to get 5 deposit. I need to get 5 extractors and a water extractor. A lot of polymers coming back too. How many polymers are on? Okay, large solar panels, that's okay. Fusion reactor, Stirling gen, evaporator. Okay. So let's do Emerald 1 has arrived with more materials. We'll take that. Space elevator. 5 micro G extractors, 1 water extractor, a drone hub, a fuel refinery. I'm gonna take all of that up there with me. Yeah. Run back downstairs because we're now getting the fuel arriving here for this next bottomless pit. It's gonna be the critical mass one. Into the unknown. Actually, this requires 200 exotics, so I'll just order that up too. Because we already have 64 exotics, let's go ahead and get those last 4 breakthroughs right now.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
Yeah, we got those things. Let's go ahead, visit Asteroid. We're going to go to Metzli. We're going to grab this one. It's a B-type. It's not the super rare one that I really wanted to get my hands on, but I'm going to take it. Let's take 10 drones up there. And again, this is more to keep this thing up and running for a long time. Need fuel to come back. That's going to keep things up and running. Prefabs, yes. 1 drone hub, 1 fuel refinery. I could take solar panels. Take those. Okay. There we go, perfect. Request that. We're going to get Krulls to head up to the new asteroid. We've got 11 days to get there, so we're fine on that front. In the underground. Waiting on fuel to arrive. What's also waiting on the next shift with this one. Do we have any vacant residential slots? Mainly going to be, yeah, down here, I guess. Oh, the spacebar's off? I'm going to do that. Turn the bar on. Again, I want to make sure that everybody down here's got a job, it looks like, so I think I'm doing okay in that front. The school, though, is not. Hang on. Religious Composed and Survivor.
Resources are
Hourglass running low on metal, so the resupply will come up here and bring those materials, and I've got that rocket upstairs.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
Capture ice asteroids, we'll order that project right away. Capture ice asteroids, there we go. And we've arrived at Metzli 4. Oh, I forgot to grab a Oh shit, this one sucks. So all the deposits are down here, including the water deposit. Okay, I can make this work, actually. I'm going to bring it down kind of up here in the corner. I'll explain why in a sec.
Research complete.
Terratourism is done. I'm going to build a small ramp. To there. I'm going to slap down a... Thankfully, all of the exotic sites are away from each other. It's probably going to need more material than what I've got. If I'm going to be truly honest. Go ahead and put an exotics depot right up against that. Run back to the planet while they're doing that. I just want to be down here for this because we're getting the materials delivered now. And hopefully the drones can actually start putting this stuff in play. I'm going to pull some of the drones off this guy and put it in place down here. I don't think I need to have 34 drones up there when they're just spending the majority of their time just running around. There's plenty of fuel here. And unfortunately, nothing's being delivered here because these other drones are delivering it from elsewhere. There's a little bit of frustration with that. And I mean, again, global support is going to be the big prize. If I can get it, I'll get it. I'll take it. I'm going to be super happy about it. Get fuel. Deliver it here. Yeah, all of the fuel that's coming down right now is pretty much being brought over by these drones, and I can't even use the ones I've got here to deliver it. A little frustrating on that front. Let's run back upstairs real fast. Okay, Metzley is there.
Funding received.
Putting it right there. Totally fine, we can run with it. Thankfully, also panels. Forget how big this first extractor is going to be. Turn them off. Turn you on. Oops, wrong one. Back downstairs, because I want to make sure, again, I want to make sure I'm here when this mission, when this test goes off.
Research complete.
All right, domeless farming's done, which means I can now break the game with an absurd amount of food production, which I'm going to feed Mars now. All right, 170. One of my... This is admittedly something that kind of bugs me with this game, is that... I'll go ahead and open up the second shift, because I want to get this done today. Getting these materials in play in a decent time frame, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Personal space. Alright, so this one, we'll get more comfort from our houses, which will lead to more kids, but less living space. So like our smart apartments will go down from like 18 or 20 to 18. Our colleges will lose some space. Everything's going to lose some space. So, or I can all colonists just lose some comfort. For a psychologist, I can just do home collective. I'm going to do this one knowing full well that I'm going to lose housing space. So now it's 18 instead of 20 on this one. I see materials are being moved over here, but it's not being dedicated to the Into the Unknown experiment. I see fuel going in now. I just don't see anything being put in here. I will also admit it's producing a ton of research for me. And also, let's confirm research. Nothing past Lake Vaporators available yet. Home Comfort, though. Home Collective, excuse me. Move those done up, do some outsourcing. Make sure we're getting plenty of research going right now. Ah, dang it, it shut off again. Alright, I'm just going to kind of let the game fast forward to the overnight hours. Alright, the lab has reopened for the next shift. I see some people running out there right now. Here comes that last little bit of fuel. Let's see what tech we get.
Breakthroughs discovered.
The second big experiment engineers came up with a brilliant complex idea of making a big explosion. The idea being that an explosion should be a lot easier to detect and should at least confirm there's a bottom. Many believe it's irresponsible to throw a big bomb deep into Mars. Who knows what chain reaction it might trigger. Besides that, we also had to build a heat shield to avoid the bomb from going off early by the temperatures we measured further down. As we dropped the object down, we waited in anticipation, some scared of what might go wrong, other excited about when we'd see the explosion. It was a few minutes that we started to realize something went wrong. At that point, we'd long lost track of the bomb's exact position, and we still hadn't detected any kind of explosion. The possible explanations varied wildly. Maybe we underestimated the extreme temperatures deep down in the pit, and the heat shield failed. Or maybe one of the scientists forgot to turn on the detectors, and we missed the explosion. And some are relieved there was no unstoppable chain reaction that might have doomed us all. It sparked a lot of discussion amongst the scientific community. Fortunately, it did lead to some useful ideas. It's a shame, but we got a breakthrough tech. Let's see what we got. Oh, cargo bay of holding. Reduces the cargo weight of resources by 50%. This one, it's not my favorite, but it's a good one. I like it. It's going to cost me 28,000 to research, so I could probably like pop a river printing off and just queue that one up next. And in the next video, we're going to need to go ahead and start working on Into the Unknown. This is the next project, and starting to load the 200 exotic materials up for that. But in the next video, I also need to bring down some tourists. Yep, we have reached the time where this landing pad must become operational. I'm going to load up 30 here and 30 here. And also, we're going to build the rocket right here. We're going to build the rocket that's going to be running tourists to and from Mars. Plenty of space in these domes right now, and hopefully we can get some more folks living in them. I actually have a lot of homelessness right now due to that change made in this video. I do like the idea of actually maybe putting some apartments in here so people can say, hey, yeah, we live on Mars too. This isn't just your entertainment. This is where we live. Let's actually queue that up. Queue up some apartments. That way we'll have some places for folks to live and also work in these domes, because we do have these space bars that are going to need work, these casino complexes, these low-G amusement parks. Maybe not the other things, but we're going to have some good things going on in here. Anyway, probably slap down some stuff here. I forgot the word I'm looking for. But like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. We're going to bring some tourists up to Mars.